Redditors with lives. How? I like to breathe oxygen. My doctor says it's extremely healthy. People who don't breath oxygen. Why? Inflation. Pure dumb luck. Step 1. Be responsible for yourself, and don't put undue burden on others. Well, you see, it all started on the day of my actual birth. I was expecting this comment thread to be empty. Hobby that requires socialization, so friends, job, and fun all in one. It's alive. I have interests and do things outside my 9-5 job a lot. I don't always go home and sit on the sofa watching TV. Actually, I rarely do that at all. Lack of sleep and drowning in debt. You have to act. Unless you have wealth parents who will set you up in a job where you get a salary, while you do nothing but sit on Reddit. You'll need to go find things to do and to learn about. Let's take a simple example: outdoor activities like camping or hiking. Everyone starts off without any knowledge about how to do this, but they are introduced to it by someone when they are young, or they choose to find out about it later in life. When you start in something like camping or hiking, you don't do the most advanced stuff. For instance, you don't make your first ever camping trip to a place that has aggressive grizzly bears, no toilets, and you have to hike in and out for at least an hour over rugged terrain. You are going to stop in a place where you can park your car and set up your tent for the 1 or 2 night experience within 50 feet. There may be a real toilet, or a latrine and a supply of drinkable water. You might not even have a fire, or do any cooking for a first trip. Just go out to eat. The goal would be to sleep outside, in a sleeping bag, and know what that is like. Over time and more trips, you add more stuff, learning how to build, maintain, and put out a fire. Learning how to cook outside, maybe over a stove. Finding wilder campsites that you can still access by car, then by a short path. Camping in colder or hotter weather, or in various kinds of precipitation. Camping for longer periods of time. Camping in places with different wildlife to worry about, or different biomes. But you have to build up that skill. So someone who has a life right now had to build up to it. They might have had a plan, or they might have just pursued things they found interesting and see where it led. Time is probably the biggest factor.